Good afternoon everyone, it's Rachel here and we are going to do Roxy's weekly challenge and part 2 of using our Florentine or decorative papers with different ideas. So last week, let's just recap. I made some tags, different types of tags, used art pages, so you can use the whole lot, ready-made tags, journal papers with a bit of collaging as well, put a little pocket on the back. Hinged, we did a hinged Florentine paper, and we also did a hinged art page onto the Florentine paper, super fun, and also created a pocket, so that's interesting. So I can put those away up here, and let me go, oh, didn't get that one, go to my list. Okay, I'm doing it in order. I've only done 2 things off my list, I believe. So my next thing is journal cards. So I would take something like maybe one of, this is a journal, that's a bit more like a tall taggy sort of shape, but this is a bit like a journal card sort of shape, and I would choose, I might even put a little bit of book page. I've got this image right here. Put that on there. No, I don't like the colours together. So let's, oh, I've got this one as well. See, that would be a nice journal card. I think I would just cut a little bit off it. Oh, I could do a fold around, a wrap around. Just wanted it to be a bit more proportional sort of shape. So like that. Okay, maybe this one might. No, totally different vibe. We could have this on the reverse side, or I like those colours, so let's do that. Put that on the reverse side. Oh yeah, and do a fold over that way. So let's trim this. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. We may go into a part 3 because there's so many ideas. That's that. We'll glue this on. So what I'll do is I'll put my glue here, actually all over it, because I'm doing a wraparound. You never know, you start off with one idea and then another idea pops into mind, and then you have to do that one because otherwise you forget. That's what happened yesterday with the, not yesterday, with last week, is more ideas popped in, so I had to do them, and that's why we only got 2 projects done, 2 types. So which way is up? That way, so that's got to go that way. Okay, let's slide this on. It doesn't matter if, because the Florentine paper is a bit of a creamy colour, so it doesn't really matter if it's showing a little bit. So we'll have that like that, and then we'll put that there like so, and just extend it a little bit. Okay. We'll just snip our corners. So the reverse side is for writing, so that's the journal card part of it. And we're going to find an image to go on there. That's going to be a small journal card. Don't mind that. Let's see. They're all similar colours, aren't they? Knock that pillow. Let's grab the images. like this one. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one I think it's the colours. Or, no, this one. Okay, look no further. I'm just going to keep my Florentine papers near. Okay. I'm a bit tired today, guys, so I might be a bit quiet. I might have some quiet crafting, not chitter chatter. Okay, I feel like it needs something else. And then this is the collage aspect. So that was also on my list, but we won't, no, not that colour. We won't do a separate video with the collaging because collaging is collaging. But yes, I do collage with the, probably the most times I collage with the Florentine paper. Now that's a good bit. No, I want a bit of colour. Okay, so let me go to my bag where I keep all my Florentine paper and just see, sorry about the noise, where I might find something colourful. Or up there, or I think I like it up there. I'm going to put that up there. Okay, put that down on the floor. Okay, I think we'll leave that for the moment. Next. So when you have lots of little pieces like this, these are also good for journal cards. Let's see if I have, what else I have. It's a nice size. What is this? Oh, that's the previous one. I can put that away now. We've been inspired by that one multiple times. That one's a good size too. Okay, let's see. Well, they don't have to be vertical, but they can. So I didn't like those on there. And do I like one of these? I do like it on there. And I might have just a little piece of book page. Okay, let's snip the corners. So these are just your regular journal cards. Okay. Slippery pictures. Then with this one, I think I might have, let me just see if I've got some over here. No, it's over here. A piece of this peeking out from behind. So I want to, yeah, I think I'll snip these corners here. Is that sticky? No. Try not to get air pockets. so you can layer it up. Put all my sticky pieces of paper over there. Okay. So this is just a portion of a beautiful fresco. And we've made a really nice tag, journal card. And do I want just a little something down there? Let me just grab here the washi tapes. See anything, if anything takes my fancy. French and Italian together, how about that? Maybe that one. Yeah, I think that's it. Put that over there. Okay, we'll put that one there. So just regular, what do you call it? Journal card. Then we can also take, maybe I won't make it, I'll just show you the samples I made. So that one probably needs a bit more. I just took an image, put it on a folded piece of, what's it called, Florentine paper, trimmed my corners, and you've just got a bigger journaling spot. So, and that's the same with this one. I feel like this one needs a little something else on it. I might add here maybe a little flower or something. But I wouldn't want it to be too big, so we'll see. Got those colours. Or the other thing I could do is add something like this. Don't mind that one. I think I'll just use the red one. Just add a little label there. Now I'm trying to think as I go along, are there any other types of, I mean there's plenty of types of journal cards that we've done, so we probably don't need to make them all. Put that there. Okay, so we've got those. Put them up here. And I'm just, oh I know, I wanted to do something with this one. So I'll need a bigger piece of Florentine paper. What colour do we want? What about this one? Oh, that's double. I think this is going to be very pretty. So I'm going to glue this behind. Yes, very nice. Okay, I need a big piece of paper. So this is a big kind of journaling card, journal card spot, big writing spot. So did I write this one down? Yeah, folded journal spots. So I guess that's what these are, and this is what this one is. And we've got a big one that lends itself to that. The colour just goes really well, I think, with this image, and I need to trim the bottom off. Now we'll set this one aside, so that way I don't have to, I think I'll fold that over. I don't want to fold it yet because it will crease. Now let me just see here. That's about right. And this we might make into a very shallow side tuck. So there you go, we've already done two. We've got journal cards and then folded journaling spots. And we will just, oh my goodness, I need to put a paper clip on there, I think. Not with the, oh yes, let's just use these scissors. Okay, we'll put that aside and then we'll come back to that one. So what else is on my list? Okay, I think in another video we'll address the more pockety sort of things, and today we'll finish, we'll do, you can make them into envelopes. So I thought, actually this first, yeah, let's do an envelope, but I don't want to use that paper. Let's see, I don't have, I'm keeping aside some of the other bigger pieces that I have, so I'm very limited in which big pieces I have. So I'll use, which one? Let's use the green one, and we're going to make an envelope-y sort of thing. It's big enough. So I'm just going to do the simple trifold. Oh, you could also make a trifold writing spot. Let's do that too, because that's part of the folded. So when you fold for an envelope, I've left about 1 centimetre there, or a bit more than, yeah, probably about 1 centimetre. So that way it's easier to slide things in. And then I want to shape this bit here. So I just line up my creases and grab my scissors and just curve around down to the crease. That way you get them the same on both sides. And it looks like an envelope. Very simple. Let's see if I have the bone folder here somewhere. Oh dear, where has it gone? Don't know. I'll just use my finger. Okay, so here I want to glue it down. And of course you can do all kinds of other shaped envelopes as well. You could do a coin one. So the tall and narrow, we might do one of those. Just so many things you can make. Did that one glue down? It has. Yes. Okay, good. wonder if I would like something like that on there. Yes. And let's go and visit the flowers again, because I'm thinking I'd like some lovely bright flower or something on there. Too big. That would have been good. I do like that. Okay. And then I need those images over there. I need a big label. Don't want green because the borders, like something like that, even bigger. Here's some big ones. Let's just see what's here. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to put that one on there. So really, it's all things from our repertoire of things that we've made multiple times in the past, but always having the Florentine paper as your base. So that's that. And then we have a nice, just straighten that up a little bit, flap here that we could put something on as well. Quite like that one. Let's just leave that one out. Big. No. Okay, I think I like that one. I'm going to put that one on the back. I'm trimming off a bit more just because it's very big and I need it to fit. Okay. And that is going to go on there in the center. You could even have it down there. You'd have to back it with something and then, yeah, just have it like that. But I'm going to put it up on the top. And there we have a lovely envelope. You could put a stamp up there if you want to. You've got a nice big amount of space there. And there's one envelope. Now the other type of envelope that we can make is Well, just say you have a long piece like this. I'm just thinking we could, I know, let's take a piece of book page. This is really strong book page. If you don't have really strong book page, you could reinforce your book page. So I'm going to make kind of like a coin sort of envelope. So let's just see. I'm going to have these two edges fold around. That might be too much. I was thinking I might grab a different piece of paper. Not that one, but let's see what other narrow ones I have. I need a long, tall one. They're all the same, those ones. Okay, so I'll use this one. How wide do I need it? I think this I'm going to fold down and glue just to strengthen it. So I'm just going to take out the excess there. There's my fold there. So take off this. No, sorry, just this. And glue that down. So it's nice and strong there. And then maybe this should wrap around the bottom. Okay, now we're ready. You'll be thinking, goodness, what is she doing? So how wide is this? This is about 3 1/4 wide. Okay, so this in theory should, I think I'm going to glue it like that. That's how I'm going to glue it. It's going to be a little bit fiddly, but I don't want to wrap it around because I don't want to cover all of this paper. Like I don't want this like that. So I've got to put a bit of glue on each of these. So like this. 1, 2, and 3. And then grab my wet glue and run it around the edge of this. Not all the way to the top because the book page doesn't go all the way to the top. Let's start with this bit here. It's a little bit more fiddly, but you get there in the end. Just going to get glue all over my fingers. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Good. So that's the front, like that. And I need to, I don't think, or should I, can I fold it? Just want to fold this. I should have done that before. Line them up. Okay, got it. Because this is not as wide as that, that's, you get that little thing there, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to snip that corner off there like it's meant to be. And that is the front of my little envelopey bag. So we can decorate that. Could have a nice bit of brown here. Okay. Oh, here. That is really pretty. Okay, let's do that one. Super easy to cut out because it has its background. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there, like that. Very pretty. And then I think we might have a label maybe on there. So if you want to make this one easier, you can just wrap the flaps around the outside of the paper. Just be careful when trimming excess off that you don't snip the sides of your bag. Okay. And then some sort of, I think we might have a Tracy label here. All my books are falling down. Up there. Right. And you can put something on the back as well, or whatever. Upside down. That's how I am today. I got upside down eyes. Okay. So that one's done. That's like a coin envelope. And you could have a big long piece coming down there if you wanted to. So you can do all kinds of variations on it. And that's all stuck. And we're rejoicing the paper. So that's that one. Then the other thing we could do is make a bag. So let me think about this. You can have your crease in the center. So I'm going to use the full sheet. Yes, it's going horizontal pattern. So I think I might make my life a bit easier and have this. So do all my creases first. Fold this over here. That's going to close my bag. So I need that, and then I need to fold this up here. We haven't made bags for a little while. And then we need to trim, reminding ourselves. So I'm going to cut this here, there and there, always at an angle so you don't have bits when you glue it up overhanging there. And so I don't need this piece. I'm not cutting the top yet because we're making this into like a bag, so it needs to look like a bag. I'm cutting this piece off. I'll show you how it's going to close. Like this. That's how it's closing, and then this will be the front. So that's the front. So what I want to do is fold down here and here. Okay. So I need to, what do I need to trim off? I need to trim all of that. Got to think about this. Trim all of that and all of that. Now, what's going to happen is this is going to fold right down into there and glue down. This can come off. And then this piece is just going to fold like so. See, a little bit more than that. So that when I close my bag, this is what I get. See that? So you don't see any white. You don't have to. You could just trim it off there and have the bag like that. But I like it more with that glued down. So let's do the gluing. I need to glue this. This bit reinforces the part where you put pressure and slide things in and out. That's that. Okay, and then we need to put glue on these. And then if you have jagged scissors, you could trim along the cross of that, the top of that, and it would look like a, like a bag. You know how sometimes they're jagged across the top, the paper bags. Fold that down. This is the back. Put your flaps. And here we have our bag. Now, let's put something on our bag because we have a large expanse of blue. I just want to trim that. And that a little bit more. Yeah, I like that look more. Okay, I wanted to grab maybe do I have anything on here that could be really super pretty on there. Okay, I want a frame of the paper, so the Florentine paper. I don't want to totally cover up the Florentine paper, although you can lift the bag and you can see the back. So I'm going to, the butterfly will be lost. We'll put a label there. Trim it like that. Oh no, I'm not going to lose the butterfly. Just a tiny bit. Isn't that pretty? Yep, I really like that. So decorating it with just a journal page there. Okay. And that is just simple as that. There's my little bag, and you can do them in all different shapes, tall, narrow ones, taller ones, wider ones, whatever you like. So there's just a paper bag made with the Florentine paper. I also mentioned doing a trifold. Will we make one of those? I guess so. Let's make one with this. I just happen to have this one. So you could make it one of those document ones where you attach papers inside, or you could just make it a trifold writing spot, which I think is what we will do. So what I'm going to do here is attach something here. So for example, oh, he's too tall. I'd have to chop his feet off almost. But wouldn't he be nice there? Could just chop off that bit there. Okay, let's see. Just a little bit of the halo came off, and I'll just try not to chop the toes off. There we go. So just extend that, glue that on there, but I also need to put something behind it. Oh, well, no more over. So we'll just do a bit of glue on here, and then grab this glue and just run it along the edge here. Okay, open it up. Okay, and I need to put a piece of paper there. Oh, let's put this here. Oh, big blob of glue. Okay, so that goes there, and that even holds that even more. And I'm just going to snip this at an angle, and that's kind of like works like a tab. So you could put something here. I don't think I will for the moment. And then of course inside this is lovely for writing. And we could have something on the back possibly. What about, we could have that. It's a bit of an overkill, isn't it? We could have a pocket. That would be a cute pocket. Oh, and the colours are good with that too. So it's just copy paper, that one. Oh, I know. What about if we make a little edge with this, which is really strong? So I'll fold that over. Getting glue everywhere. Put that over there. Put the straight edge on this side. So I'm making a little pocket. Okay, now that is really strong. I might just trim a tiny bit off. I probably should get the cutter, but anyway. Okay. And you can do all variations of trifolds. You can put eyelets in the front and have a string going around to hold it closed. You can stitch pages in. You can put pockets inside. You can attach, we've done many variations of trifolds before. I think sometime last year we did it, and we put all kinds of variations on the inside. That is really lovely. Keep that plain, and there we go. And you could add like something else there. So that's that. That's my quick trifold. Oh, we didn't finish this one. So this one has its little side tuck pocket there, and it needs to just fold over. And then I have one more thing I would like to do. I need to find my bone folder. It's here in this mess somewhere, but anyway, it won't reveal itself to me until I tidy up. I don't think I really need any more there. I can write everywhere here and slide something in there. It just really does need the bone folder, that one. Okay, look at all these things, guys. Look at this. We didn't make those, but I showed you those, and we made those as well. So we're getting a nice big pile of Florentine paper stuff here. Now, one last thing for this video I wanted to do was, I like to make tabs. So side tabs also for journal pages. So when you have a little strip like this, I sometimes like to take this decorative trim. I can't do the other side there. I'll just do one side. Snip that, and that's just goes down the side of the page. So just say this is my page in the journal. It's a side tab, a nice long one. That's what I like to do with that. So that's one type. The other type, of course, are the ones with the punches. This punch. Where's my other punch? Is it out here somewhere? No. It's in one of these drawers. Oh, it's right at the back. This punch. These two. So let's take this. I don't know. Yeah, this will be big enough. So fold this over. Again, they can go on the side of pages, or they can go on the top of tags and things, or journal cards. Come on. So just putting it just under there, so that way it stays attached. So we've got that type of tab, and I mentioned collage already, and then we can do these. Is this going to be? Yes, that's going to work. Oh, I didn't press it hard properly, but anyway. So you get nice tabs with the Florentine papers. What else? I think that's it for this video. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're going to do the others next week. I'm just trying to think if I've forgotten anything in this repertoire of things. So tabs, we'll go through it again just to remind ourselves. Look at these. Yeah, we'll do those next week. So we have tabs, all different types, and I love them going down the side of a page, or I mean up on the top of something like that, down the side of a page. You could have that one. Yep, so tabs, journal cards, folded journaling spots. So these two are examples. Now what you could do is also have a tab on here. So it's a bit like a file folder and opens up on the side, sideways. That could be good. I might add a tab to that one. I think it needs something else. Envelopes, really simple trifold envelope where you just fold it over 3 times and then embellish. You can do a coin envelope. I chose to do it with a book page and add that as the flap, but you could do the folding, and if you had a big enough piece of decorative paper, and create the coin or the jewelry envelope with the one piece of paper. Like we kind of did this, but you'd have a flap coming down. So this is just a paper bag. Really nice paper bag. And then we've got a trifold. like so. But, and of course you can do all the variations in the trifold. We put a pocket at the back. We've used the Florentine paper to reinforce this piece of paper. And then we've got another opening journaling spot with a side tuck in there as well. So there we go. So that is it for today. I will be back with the final part next week, the final part, and we will have covered all of the things that have popped into my mind. So, and I'll show you my list in that video then when we're finished, and you can screenshot it if you want to. That way you don't have to write the list yourself. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.